Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So I'm gonna do this live stream today. I figured I would do like a viewer's choice. You guys get to pick what I'm doing. And we're gonna practice or do what we're gonna do on my practice hand. So we're gonna do that. And I figured we could talk. You can ask me questions. You can watch me work. You are going to decide what it is that we are doing today. So I'm just gonna, okay. So if you guys want coffin nails, stiletto nails, you let me know. We're gonna do it today. What kind of acrylic, what colors. Hey, how are you doing? What colors we're gonna use, what gel polish we're gonna use. Oh, thanks. And you actually have my name, Crystal, except for it's spelled differently. So we are going to, oh look, see I grabbed a, so also there's a difference between the nails that you pick. So let me get the smaller one because we would have 3 big ones and 1 small one. So there we go. They're all small. Get the lint off of here. Okay. So again, for those that are just joining, I'm gonna still give us a little bit of time for some more people to join, but I'm doing a viewer's choice. Whatever you guys want to see, I'm gonna do. You guys are gonna pick some colors, or if you want me to do like an acrylic set with colored acrylic, we can do that. If you want me to use my colored acrylics, because I know I've been getting questions on that. Is it the same consistency as the regular acrylics like you would buy from like Knot Polish and stuff like that? If you want to see that, I'm all for that. I'm just getting my stuff together. If you want me to recreate, so when I went to nail class, this was the look that I did. So if you guys want me to recreate that today, I can. Or we could use some different colors and I can recreate it the same way. I can show you how to put in these jump rings if you want. Like I said, whatever you guys want, I'm here to do. So if you want coffin nails, okay, so we got coffin nails for sure, and use your colored acrylics. Do matte acrylic. Okay. So we would just use a matte top coat. Okay, we got that. So actually, let's go ahead and get started, seeing as how I'm gonna put this back on my book bag. And I'm actually going to be using my tools that I normally would take to school, just because it's at my disposal. And I'm going to use my drill that I would normally take to school. So this is my portable, wireless, rechargeable nail drill. And actually I haven't had to charge this since I bought it, so it's only down 1 notch. You said do a fall look. Okay, we can do that. Okay, so we're definitely doing coffin. So I'm also gonna show you guys, I'm just dropping everything. You guys want like some leaf foils? You want some foils? I got some leaf foils here. That's pretty fall, so we'll probably do that. You guys can probably pick the color. If you want me to do like some brown or some green, we can get that working. I'm gonna pull out my nude. Something cute fall Halloween. Okay, so we'll do some foils. I got my clear acrylic. So I'm gonna teach you guys a trick, right? So it's probably not a trick, but this is sort of like a little bit of a hack for me. What I do is, oh, for those that are waiting, I have my nail haul, not nail haul, nail room tour and nail desk tour uploaded on my computer over in the corner. I've been trying to upload this thing since yesterday. Like I said, it's a 38-minute video and it's been giving me the flux. So it's hey, how are you, Miss Nikki? It's been giving me the flux. So hopefully with it being on my computer, it will go a little bit faster. It told me I had 1 hour and 2 minutes, so now it's down to 45 minutes. So hopefully by the time whenever we get, I know it's, I'm sorry, I've been trying to get it uploaded. I've been uploading it off my phone. Now I finally transferred it to my Mac. So once that, hopefully, probably, I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but we're gonna try to cut it down to 1 hour at least. So we can do that, and hopefully by that time it will be uploaded for you guys to go ahead and go watch that. So anyways, like I was saying, to get my coffin shape, I normally use already coffin tips or stiletto tips, or you can do it on your own with regular nail tips. You'll just have to take a straight edge nail clipper and then cut them. So these nail tips are from McCart, and these are actually press-on nails. So you can definitely use these. And the way that you use them is you still glue them on by the tip. But with these, I just make sure that I blend the nail tip with my natural nail. So you will see me do that in a second. So you guys wanted coffin, so we are going to do that. And I will just use my monomer that I have here on my nail desk. Okay. All right, so let's do this first. So also, this is my box that has like all of my implements when I go to class. So these are my nail files, so I'm going to use one of those. I'm going to use my clippers. We're going to get the glue out, and we will put that to the side. So first thing you want to do, hopefully I am in frame. I'm also looking at my tablet to make sure I am in frame. What we are going to do is, normally I will wear gloves, especially if this is a client. I will wear gloves or have your clients wash their hands. Oh, thanks, Reba. So normally I would have the clients, when they first come in, they will wash their hands, so that way I can just use my regular hands. But even then, I still prefer to wear gloves because I get dust and stuff on my nails. Like this is from class yesterday that I've been trying to get this nail glue off my nail. So it's up to you whether or not you want to, but for the sake of this video, I don't have to because this is just my mannequin hand. So we are going to cut the nail tips down, and normally you want to trim your clients' nails if they ask you to. Some clients prefer you to just do an overlay. So if you're doing an overlay, you don't have to do any of this. So once you clip the nail tips, and of course go around the edges like that on your client, but seeing as how this is a mannequin, you could just take your nail file and you can round that out. So I normally just round it out just a little bit. Just a little. Not too much because you're already going to cover it anyway. Okay, so that's it. And now we are going to take the nail tips, and I normally have these in front of me and my client, just like that. I'm trying to make sure that this is in a good view. Let me know if I get out of frame, but I shouldn't because I'm looking at it. So I normally have the nail tips right in front of me, and I am going to grab my my bit. So I normally keep all my used bits in my clean disinfectant jar. So we are going to use that. Here's the bit I'm using. And then for every client, you want to make sure that you get a new sanding band. I know they do not do this at the nail salons, seeing as how, because they are so, they're cheaper, of course, than going to somebody who will give you all the extras. But so we're going to add that, and we're going to lock it in place. And so I'm going to use my drill bit on about 4,000 RPMs. I'm gonna, oh, I went to 5. 4 to 5 is good. So, because you are just gonna take the shine away from the natural nail. And so we're going to imagine that this is the cuticle. We're gonna go around. As you guys, let me bring the light down a little bit. There we go. So we are gonna do that, and we're just gonna go over the nail to remove the shine. Nothing special. Don't try to file down the client's nail. We just want to remove the shine. That's all we want to do. And what I like to do, and especially what they tell you in nail class, is to make sure that you are supporting your hand. So this is how my hand is while I even have a client, when I'm doing a client. Support your hands, because if you don't, your drill is going to go all over the place. So if you just support, you can put your weight on a finger of yours or 2 fingers, however you prefer to do it. But because I'm gripping their hand, all I have to do is put my pinky on one, and it gives you better control. Okay? And again, we're just removing the shine. Hopefully everybody had a good day today, wherever you are in the world. Okay? So we got the shine removed. I'm going to turn my drill off. And so we are going to find some nail tips now, because this is a hand trainer. We're going to be using the same tips because they fit on each of the nails, right? So normally when you are doing this for a regular client, you want to size your nail tips to the nail bed, right? So this wouldn't work, right? You know why? Because it's not from sidewall to sidewall. So remember, this would be a nail tip. I have a little bit of a gap here, and then I also have a gap here. You want it to fully be from sidewall to sidewall. And when we mean sidewall, don't look at my cuticles, y'all. When we oh, nice. Sidewall is this side right here to that side there. So like I said, these nail tips are going to be the same size, and actually they may overlap a little bit, but we can always file that down. But if you are working on a client, you want them to be from sidewall to sidewall. So I'm trying to, let me find. So hypothetically, right? So this one would fit perfectly because it's from sidewall. There is no gap, and there's no gap there. So sidewall to sidewall, okay? So these are going to be a number 3, and we do have just a little bit of overage, but it's okay. We'll file it down because this is a practice hand. So because this is number 3, we are going to take out 4 total, and we're going to close this up. But like I said, if you're on a client, keep it open because you'll need to size the nail tips as you go. So we are going to put the nail tips right about there. So I normally keep the nail tip in my hand like this, glue in my hand, and we are going to just put a little dab here, and we're going to hold this for about a good 10 seconds. You don't have to hold it for 10 seconds, but I do, just because I want to make sure that it's on and that it's not coming off. I finally laid some, Jomisha said I finally laid some acrylic on some swatch practice nails today. Nice. Do you record videos at all, Jomisha? And make sure you keep the hand straight so that way you can apply the nail tip. Oh, okay. Well, maybe you should think about recording videos. That way you can kind of keep track of your progress. That's kind of what I do. And not only that, on my Instagram, I normally go back to like my first set that I've ever done, and it's like you can kind of like just track your progress. That's all. Maybe one day you will. Okay, that works too. Okay. And let's get this last one on. I feel like there's some, yeah. And also what you can do, because I've seen plenty of people do that, if you feel like you want like an extra layer, make sure it doesn't come off, you can definitely do that. Okay, so we are going to put this glue back because we are done. And we're gonna keep these but in the meantime I'll stick to IamBiscuit. You could also send me some of your pictures via Instagram if you want, if you ever take photos. I would like to see everybody's work. I mean, if there's people out there that do nails and you follow me on Instagram, DM them to me. You know, I would like to see. We all start somewhere, so don't be afraid, because at one point I didn't even know what I was doing. So, okay, so we finally have our nail tips on. We're going to keep them this long. And what we are going to do is we do have just a little bit of overage. So we are going to just file this ever so gently because it's only a little bit. And remember, don't over file on one end. I'm sorry, on one side. And make sure that we take this little nick off right here. If you guys can see that. So we're going to file that. Okay, so there we go. Just a little bit. Whatever you do on one side, do on the other. Don't over file on one side. Make it only one on one side, and don't forget to take off this little piece right here. And I am using a 80 100 nail file. Okay, so that looks good. Okay, so here we go. Done. So now they are flush together. Actually, I can, there we go. So these are flush together. Looks good. So nail tips and that is good to go. So at this point, this is where you would dust the nails off. Just, you could take like a small brush, or you could take some young nail swipe. Only for the sake of this video, I'm not using my young nail swipe because this is a practice hand. But on a client, you will want to make sure you get the dust off. And of course, for the sake of this video, I am not applying a primer or a dehydrator. But you will need to apply those on a client. So the dehydrator that I use and the nail primer is from Model 1s. As you see, I use them a lot. And then also I just started using this No Lift Gentle Primer. So just make sure that you get yourself a really good primer. I heard that this brand